Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the top of the hour, and I'm so excited, as I am every single Tuesday night. My name is LaWanda Baker, and I get a chance to bring one of the leaders in our business to the front of the screen. Now, we host this call every single Tuesday, and our team members can invite our guests. Our top leaders share this business on your behalf. And tonight is special because I get a chance to bring to the front of the screen one of the leaders of our team who is making this business a household name. Can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that he is what we recognize as a 6-star director in our company. You'll learn a little bit more about that. But what it really means is that he loves helping people. He's helped over 31,000 on their journeys to financial freedom with this business. He's a double diamond ring wearer, which means we recognize him as a millionaire income earner inside of this company. In addition to loving helping people, he loves to make money and help others do the same. In addition to him being a veteran of this industry, he's also a veteran of the United States Army. I'd love to move myself out of the way and bring to the front of the screen Director Mr. Orlando Moore. Are you there, sir? Can you hear me loud and clear?
I am definitely here, Miss Director LaWanda Baker. Miss Director LaWanda Baker, thank you so much for that gracious introduction, ma'am. I appreciate you for your servant leadership. Welcoming all of our champions to our weekly team Zoom, all of our guests who have tuned in as well. Accept that invitation from the person that invited them. And you said nothing about yourself during that introduction, but I do want the listeners to know you two are one of the top leaders in our organization. As a 1-star director, places you in the top 0.01% of the company. And the fact is, what's most impressive to me, Director Baker, is that you accomplished this on a part-time basis. You have a full-time demanding job. You're a single mom raising an amazing young lady, a young daughter who's actually starting college, freshman in college. Miss Layla, you've secured a legacy for her through this business. That God forbid anything happens to you anytime soon, but whenever you transition, all the income you're earning will go to her. And Director Baker, we got so many people who would love to have that opportunity, and they do. They have that exact same opportunity. We're going to share it with them on tonight. How are you doing on tonight?
I am doing amazing, sir. As always, I am blessed to be among the best, and I love to share this opportunity with our guests tonight, Mr. Moore.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. And we got people still coming in. The waiting room is still packed out. This thing is going to be packed out. It's going to be 1,000 people on here, guys, in the next 5 minutes, probably 3 minutes. It's going to be packed out. So if your guests are on, great. As Director Baker mentioned, if your guests are not on, you better get them on because it's going to be locked out here in about 2 minutes. Yeah, I promise you that. But we're going to start off as we do every single week. And to the guests, this is our weekly team Zoom. So everybody you're going to hear from tonight are part of our organization. And guys, we are here to help you. We are here to help you. We're a group of good people doing good things. That's what we're doing here. We have any average person have the ability to earn above average income. And so, as Director Baker mentioned, we are in this thing together. I'm honored to be the leader of this entire organization. But I told a few people who told a few people who told a few people that led to the 31,000 plus. And so I want you to understand, don't despise the small beginnings, because I didn't get started, I didn't have 1,000 people, 31,000 people. Then I made a decision to get started. I made a decision to get started, and that's how the 31,000 people grew. So make your decision, whatever it might be for you tonight. And again, what we're letting people still come in. I'll share a little bit of my story, guys. Retired military, as Director Baker mentioned. But imagine, if you will, going from the military to millionaire from home in 5 years. Now, I'm not saying it to impress you, but impress upon you how powerful this opportunity really can be. Now, I started part-time in this industry. And what attracted me to the industry was it was a home-based business. Now, keep in mind, I was a soldier for 22 years. Never knew anything about business, never owned a business. The military didn't train me on how to become wealthy, none of those things. But I did understand the power of a home-based business. And my cousin introduced me to the industry. He was in the Air Force at the time. So when I retired from the military, I took a look at it and I got started just from the home-based business aspect. Because what I understood was, if I'm going to own a home-based business, why not own one in the largest industry in the world? Why didn't have any employees? Why didn't have to worry about loss prevention? Why didn't have to worry about storing something, being garage certified or basement qualified, right? Because my inventory is in cyberspace. And I understood that real estate over the internet. And when they shared with me, I could do that for less than the cost of a smartphone. I made the decision. So that was my initial reason for getting started. But then when I realized the value of what I had, I began to tell every single person about this opportunity, because I realized, shame on me if I found a way to win for my family and I didn't share with other people. So I said, I'm not going to be selfish. And when the company said, we're going to compensate you for your word of mouth advertising, I expedited my phone calls. So it doesn't matter what career field you might be involved in. It doesn't matter what your profession might be. This business model will enhance everything you already have going on. It's not going to take away from it. It's going to enhance it. And I can tell you that with conviction and with integrity. Now, we do recognize our new business partners. So before we unpack the information, people are still coming in this Zoom room. Congratulations to all of our new business partners that got started since last week's meeting. So over the last 7 days, some people skip levels, but if you are brand new over the last 7 days, put I'm new to the game, right? I'm new to the business in the chat for me. We want to celebrate all of our new business partners. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. I'm new to the game. I see you, Jalen, out there. Wendy, I see you out there. Awesome. Joy Huggins, I see you, Tanisha. Good, good, good. Empire Graphics, I see you out there, Jamie. Man, Charles, Maya, awesome, awesome, awesome. Quincy, Shalonda, y'all, that's a big deal. New people. And now you're part of a winning environment. You're part of a winning culture where it's going to be conducive to your success. And all you got to do is stay around like-minded people. So congratulations to all of our new business partners. They still coming through there. Jimmy, Crystal, man, awesome. Yo, we are in this thing together. So you're going to be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And then there's some people who went out there and got their promotions to bronze, silver, and gold. You're going to know what that means here in a second as I share the verbal overview. So if you are a bronze builder, we'll do that during the presentation, because I'm going to do a quick 12-minute verbal overview. You're going to hear some testimonials. Some people earning travel commissions like crazy. Some people earning six figures, multiple six figures, and even $1 million. You're going to hear from all those people tonight. So y'all ready to get this thing kicked off? Put it in the chat. I'm ready. If you're ready to get this thing kicked off and hear about an amazing business from the comforts of your home and your bunny rabbit slippers, if you choose to, put I'm ready in the chat, because we get ready to get it in. We get ready to get it in. And as we share this information, when you hear something that's fire, I need them flames coming through the chat. When you hear something that's fire, you're like, wow, I need those flames coming through the chat. All right, so let's get this thing kicked off. First of all, we're talking to you tonight, to the guests, about your opportunity to be aligned with two debt-free companies. And the first company is Planet Marketing. Planet Marketing is a marketing firm based out of Atlanta, Georgia, founded by a true visionary by the name of Mr. Donald Bradley. Now, Mr. Bradley has been an entrepreneur his entire young adult life. He's only been involved in the travel space in the industry of network marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, can I tell you that Mr. Bradley decided he wanted to own his own network marketing company with everything that he had learned over the last 17 years in the industry, because he wanted to create something, a vehicle that will allow the average person to earn above average income. When I say average person, I don't mean average as in mediocre. Average as in that person who might be that blue collar worker, that white collar worker, that soldier like Orlando Moore was, who retired but had to go back into the workforce, that single mom, that single dad, right? Whoever it is for, everybody can win. The average person having the ability to earn above average income. Well, guys, it's that vehicle. That's what Planet Marketing is. Now, Mr. Bradley knew he couldn't carry out the vision alone. So he brought aboard Mr. Andy Coughlin, who serves as our president and our CFO. And this gentleman brings to the table 3 decades of business management experience. And because of his expertise in global expansion, Planet Marketing was international in the first 90 days. Guys, that's a big deal. So we're not talking to you tonight about a North America business. We're talking to you about a worldwide web business where you got real estate over the internet. And we're going to show you here in a second for less than the cost of your smartphone. Now, that's Planet Marketing, the marketing company, our founder, our visionary, our president, CFO. And then he brought aboard Ms. Leanne Treckler as our chief operating officer. She rounds out what I call the trifecta, right? Mr. Bradley, Mr. Coughlin, Ms. Treckler, ladies and gentlemen, she leads our S team, our support team. You're going to always get an answer when you call Planet Marketing support. You always get some resolution if you ever have a challenge. And again, she makes sure our I's are dotted, our T's are crossed. And guess what? We're operating legally and compliantly in the 20 different countries where we're doing business. So that's Planet Marketing. But what do we market? We market a 30-year-old licensed and bonded travel agency. That's right, IntelliTravel.com. Now, please understand, IntelliTravel is the Coca-Cola of the industry. It's not a travel club. It's not a timeshare, right? It's a true travel agency. So now you get a chance to be a merchant, not a consumer in the travel space. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine, if you will, the company provides everything for you. They've brokered all the deals with every major airline, every major cruise line, every hotel chain, every rental car company now becomes your partner. And you get a chance to extract 70 to 80% of the commission for things done through your website now goes to you. But you're not limited to a faceless website, because you get to personalize your website. You get to put a slogan on your website. You can come up with a name, whatever you want to choose, and your picture, so people will know it's you. But more importantly, you have access to those suppliers now because you're in partnership. And when I say 70 to 80% of commission, guys, that's a big deal. You know why? 70 cents on every dollar. How much are you earning right now when you book travel? Okay, got it. 70% is better than no percent, right? And where can you be in a 70-30 relationship and you get to 70? Well, there's a gentleman that I'm going to bring to the line right now to share a testimonial about what he has been able to do in the travel space because of IntelliTravel. And this gentleman hails out of the great state of Georgia. He's also a director in Planet Marketing, but he's also a top leader in IntelliTravel. And he's going to share with you a quick testimony. I want to reach out there and see if I have my good friend, Mr. Jamal Stevens. Do I have you on the line tonight, sir?
Yes, sir, Mr. Moore. Can you see and can you hear me?
Jamal, I can see you look great, champ, and I can hear you loud and clear, man. Thank you for serving tonight to share with the guests just a quick testimony about what the travel business have been able to do for you and your family.
Well, I get excited when I hear about the travel industry because I had no idea this kind of money was being made, Mr. Moore. Just last month, my biggest commission ever was $15,000, almost $16,000. Every month, it may be a $2,000 to $7,000 swing on commissions. 30 to 300 people going out every month. And the great part about them, Mr. Moore, I don't know any of the people that I do business with. I don't even have business cards. And ladies and gentlemen, wait till I figure out what I'm doing, because I don't even know what I'm doing yet. And many of you are way smarter than me. But I will tell you this, Mr. Moore, the business has changed my life just from the personal development standpoint of how I think and how I view things with my perspective, because you have nobody to blame but yourself for anything you desire. And that's one thing I enjoy that the company brings and the culture that you have created as well.
Mr. Stevens, I appreciate you, man, and thank you for that testimony. And again, I want you to kind of elaborate about that, because some people think, oh, I'm just going to put my website up. But again, you got relationship with the suppliers. So let's talk about that very briefly, because again, that's value. We talk about having access to Disney, to Funjet, right?
Absolutely, Mr. Moore. That's the great thing about it. You don't have to be the person that's trying to figure it out, because we have these relationships with suppliers. Many times I can pick up the phone and actually they do all the work, but who looks like the expert? So that right there was valuable to me, because now with me being new at this, new and kind of falling into a six-figure income booking travel, I mean, these suppliers really take care of us because they want you to make them money so they can pay IntelliTravel, which pays you. Some of the things you get with suppliers, I mean, I get an email every other day, come do this, come see this, because they want me to come because I can talk about their product. I don't go a lot of places, Mr. Moore. You know that. When you see me, it's like, what are you doing here? But when I do travel, I like to sit on the Wi-Fi and just book trips for people while I'm on vacation, because they're seeing me online, and most of the people I don't know, and I just be friendly to them. And one thing about those suppliers, they give you all the marketing materials and training that you need if you're someone who just says, I'm busy, or let them put it together for you, Mr. Moore. You just call them. Sometimes it's a 30-minute conversation.
Wow. Well, Mr. Stevens, thank you for sharing that, man. And again, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to be the expert in travel, as Mr. Stevens just talked about, but because of the relationship that our company has with all the major suppliers around the world, you get to leverage that. And put that word in the chat for me, leverage. Y'all, that's what he just described. This gentleman has a full-time demanding job, right? He's a husband, he's a father, and he's still booking travel to the tune of six figures. Let's just go put it out there, right? Guys, that's a big deal. So if you haven't gotten excited about travel, guess what? You should be. Now, here's why I got excited about travel. Because the company said, Orlando, even if it's travel, you book for yourself. So guys, imagine earning commissions for something you're going to do. Oh, okay. I know. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't lose with this. Why? Because the company also has guarantees in place. That's right. Everything Mr. Jamal Stevens just talked about, his ability to earn that kind of income is surrounded by three guarantees. The first guarantee, Untitled Travel says, the best travel price. Now, think about that for a second. I didn't say the cheapest. I said the best. What does that mean? When somebody has booked with you, if they find a better price someplace else for the same comparable booking, meaning same itinerary, same legs of travel, same flight, same resort, same whatever, all things being equal, the company says, it's okay. They find it for a better rate. We're going to meet or beat that price on your behalf. If the company is unable to meet or beat that price, guys, because of that relationship that you can now have with the supplier, the company will cut your customer a check for the difference and a credit towards the next booking. Okay. Excuse me. Imagine that. Your client now has 110% of the difference in the pricing and a credit the next time they book with you. So guess what? You got a repeat client because they're going to use that credit. Guys, that's a big deal. Second guarantee, 100%. Put that in the chat for me, 100%. Money back guarantee. What does that mean? The company says no contractual agreements. None. You get started, partner with the person that invited you. And guess what? If you're not satisfied, excuse me, for whatever your reason is, you can say, well, I ain't like Orlando more. Whatever your reason is, if you're not satisfied with what we have to offer you, after you checked everything out from the inside, not the outside, we give you 30 days to do that. The company says, send us an email. We're not going to ask you any questions. We're going to refund you your money the exact same way you paid us. How do you lose with that? You don't. This final guarantee is what sealed the deal for me. Imagine, if you will, a unique profit guarantee. What does that mean? After your 30 days, the company gives you another 11 months. That's right. So your first 12 months total, if you have not earned or saved what it costs you to do business with us, we feel as though our proven success system failed you. Yep, you heard. A proven success system is already in place. Mr. Stevens just talked about the company provides everything, guys. You follow our proven success system, you're not going to lose. If you do, and you haven't turned a profit in your first 12 months, the company says, we're going to take on the responsibility. We're going to cut you a check for the difference and make you whole. Put in the chat 2 words, game over. Now, I can put a period right there and y'all be ready to rock and roll. Y'all be ready to get started. But instead of a period, I'm going to put a comma. I'm going to put a comma. So imagine, if you will, you having the ability to have access to everything we just talked about. But now you can pay it forward. Now you can empower other people. See, this is where planning marketing comes into play, because this is an exclusive partnership between the two companies. Untitled Travel sells travel. Planning marketing representative sells the Untitled Travel program. How many of you have ever referred somebody to a good movie, a good restaurant, a great sale at the mall? Have you ever referred somebody to a job? They got hired from your referral. Yes or yes? Okay. Were you compensated financially? No, not just one time. I'm talking about for the rest of, okay. Here at Planet Marketing, guys, our compensation plan says, when you help people, we're going to pay you $50 per person. Everybody that partners with you, get their business started through you because you're going to share with your friends and family for free. We said we're going to pay you for that. $50 per person, but we automatically allow you a 50% match of their income when they help people. No, not taking it out of their pocket. The company matches it. And then we have 6 levels of $10 team bonuses that we also pay on top of the direct sales of $50, on top of the 50% check match. And all 3 streams of income is weekly. 2 E's, no A. weekly cash flow coming into your household by simply paying it forward. Okay, I got you. That's weekly. How many of y'all can use the extra $200 or $300 a week? And guess what? We'll assign you a success coach who's going to help you. Because we have some positions I talked about earlier called bronze builder, silver builder, gold builder. Bronze builder, you've helped 3 people. If you're a bronze builder on the line tonight, put bronze in the chat. Put bronze in the chat. Y'all, that's 3 people. I was the 3rd person enrolled direct to the company. Guys, so don't despise the small beginnings. I, Orlando Moore, was the 3rd person, and the company had 74,000 plus people. I was the 3rd one. And 74,000 come through Planet Marketing Reps. Okay. Silver builder, 6 people. Put silver in the chat if you are a silver builder. You've helped 6 people get their businesses started. I liken it to a franchise business model. So now you're opening up outlets. Gold builder, 9 people. We got some gold builders on the line. If you're a gold builder, put gold in the chat. Now, here's where it gets really exciting for me. In addition to the direct sales, in addition to the 50% matches, that first level of $10 team bonus is that gold builder. Guys, that's a big deal. $10 pay raise. Remember the travel commissions that Jamal just talked about? $15,000 commission check last month. Well, guess what? His sponsor, right? If they're a gold builder, he earned the $15,000. They got a 10% match. And they didn't know who was even on the trip that they took. Yeah. See, as a gold builder, company allows you a 10% match, an override, should I say, of travel commissions for everybody you personally have enrolled as a gold builder. And guess what? You got to be an agent as well, travel advisor as well, to get that override. Guys, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. But wait, there's more. Because we also have a 10% match even on the residual income that we're not going to even go in depth with tonight. But here's the residual. I'm going to tell you to the bottom line up front. 3x9 team build matrix, $118,092 sits inside of a matrix. Your charge is to unlock your matrix. What's powerful? Every single one of you get one. You get a matrix, you get a matrix. You get a matrix, you get a matrix. Everybody gets a matrix. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine getting started and now you're in a position to earn residual income for the rest of your life. Speaking of residual income, our directors program, 100 people in your network, guys, you're a 1-star director. If you're a 1-star director on the line tonight, put 1 star in the chat for me. You've helped 100 people. And Planet Marketing says, as a 1-star director, I'm going to guarantee you $1,000 of total income. If you fall short of $1,000 as a 1-star, we're going to cut you a check for the difference. Look at the 1 stars coming through there. Y'all, that's a big deal. They're on their way to 2-star, though. 2-star says 300 people in your network. Not your personal enrolled 300, although you could because there's no limits. You're a 2-star director. Put 2-star in the chat for me if we have any 2 stars on the line tonight. 300 people, guys, and the company doubled your director bonus, $1,000 on the first of every single month. And this is above and beyond all of the other income, by the way. Guys, that's a big deal. And guess what? The 1 stars, 2 stars that I know still part-time. So this is not quit your job day. We're talking about part-time. People are really benefiting from this business model because you're in business for yourself, not by yourself. 3-star directorship, 500 people. If you're a 3-star, put 3-star in the chat for me tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, 500 people in your network. Guys, some corporations don't have 500 employees. So you're talking about leadership bonuses now. $2,000 starts your month off as a 3-star. I'm sorry, 500 people, 3-star. $2,000 just for the month. Remember those $10 team bonuses I spoke about? 10 at Gold Builder. You get another 10 at 1-star for 20. You get another 10 at 2-star for 30. The 3 stars, Shay Simon, you just saw $40 in team bonuses every time she makes a direct sale. That's $90, guys, for the same thing that used to yield you 50. 4-star directors, 1,500 people. Do you know we start your month with $5,000? That's a $3,000 pay raise in that 5th level $10 team bonuses. Any 4 stars on the Zoom tonight? Put 4-star in the chat for me. Y'all, that's a big deal. And guess what? 5-star, 4,000 people, $10,000 per month. If you're a 5-star, put 5-star in the chat for me. Yo, that's a big deal. So at 5-star, $10 team bonuses, all 60 for 5-star and above. So now as a 5-star director, when you make a direct sale, it's $110. 50 for the direct sale, 60 and $10 team bonuses. 6-star directorship, y'all, 10,000 people, $16,000 per month. I'm a 6-star director, as Director Baker introduced me as tonight. You're gonna hear from another 6-star director on the line tonight. And y'all, guess what? All the 6 stars of Planet Marketing are earning $1 million of residual income. We're not saying it to impress you, impress upon you how powerful it really is. $1 million of residual income in the first, let's just say 6 years. Now, we have a ring program. The Sapphire ring signifies earnings of $100,000 residually. There's a young man who I have on the line tonight. This gentleman is well over $100,000 of residual income in this company. I've watched this gentleman's process come from very humble beginnings, like myself. He's doing some amazing things in this company. Mr. Kimo Noble, 4-star director, Sapphire ring wearer. Do I have you on the Zoom tonight?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me loud and clear?
I can hear you loud and clear, Kimo. You look great, champ. How you feeling tonight?
Man, I'm feeling like $1 million from on the top shelf looking up. If I was doing any better, Mr. Moore, I'd be you.
Indeed, man. And Mr. Noble, man, $100,000 residually. Quick story, man. Testimony for the guest that's on the Zoom tonight who's saying, okay, I see where you're at now, but talk about a little bit where you came from. And again, 6 figures, what it has done for your family.
Yes, sir. Thank you for allowing me to speak tonight. And I would definitely tell everybody online, when I got started in this business, it was definitely part-time. I was working about 100 hours a week at a chemical plant, which I was working at, and it was 12-hour rotating shifts. At this particular time, my wife was out of work. She had just had our first child. My mother was out of work. She had just went through a breast cancer scare. And working at that job, I got my pay cut from $80,000 down to $30,000 because our company started consolidating. And I went to the point to where I had to work every single day just to keep these bills afloat. And driving home one day after doing that for about 1.5 years straight, I crashed my car on the interstate. And when I crashed that car on the interstate, that was a big time wake up call because this information was shared to me 2 years prior to that car accident even happening. So I could have really avoided all of that situation happening in the first place. But you got to go through the test to get to the testimony. When I got this business started, the same exact day I had that crash, within 6 months of being in this business on a part-time basis, I was able to hit 1-star director and bring in an extra $1,000 a month. I know $1,000 might not sound a lot, but in Columbia, South Carolina, there was the mortgage, the light bill, and the water bill. 2 years in this business part-time, while still working full-time at that plant, I was able to replace all of my working income from that job. And I was able to walk away from corporate America at the age of 34. And within 6 months after leaving the job, I was making over $10,000 a month of residual income in this very business. And over the last 2 years, haven't made anything under $10,000 a month for the last 2 years. And over the last 5 years, we've done some crazy, amazing things and helped some other people make over 100,000 as well collectively.
Mr. Kimo Noble. And again, ladies and gentlemen, nobody on this Zoom tonight is a hired actor or actress. They're real people, right? We're real people. And again, Mr. Noble's on his way to earning the Ruby Ring. The Ruby Ring signifies earnings of $250,000. And I watched this young lady I'm about to bring up to share a quick testimony. I watched her earn $250,000 part-time. $250,000 part-time. This young lady is a founding director in our company, a 5-star founding director. She sports actually the presidential diamond encrusted Rolex watch as well that our founder awards you at 5-star. Ms. LaToya Mayberry, do I have you out there tonight? Uh-oh.
I am here, Mr. Moore. Can you hear me loud and clear? Sorry about that.
Oh,
can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you loud and clear, Ms. Mayberry. Take it away.
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity to speak to the guests and the business partners on the line on today. And as I heard you give the verbal opening, I'm so excited just hearing it over again, a decision that I made over 6 years ago that which changed my life for the rest of my life. Not only did it change my life, it's upgraded my bank account. Now, some of you on here probably saying, I'm just on here to support my friend, my family, because they told me they had something they wanted me to see. But you're not here by happenstance. Trust me, it's divine appointment. And I want to thank you, Mr. Moore, because you thought enough of me to not let me miss this. I was that corporate America girl earning 6 figures on that good government job, drove a nice car, lived in a nice house, doing very well. And when you said to me, you're doing well, but why settle for well when wealthy is available? Let me show you how to tap into multiple streams of income in the largest industry in the world. Well, everybody, I didn't want to sell any lotions and potions, but when he told me it was beaches and oceans, I said, okay, tell me more. He was on his way to actually Jamaica for 6 nights, and he told me he was paying $199. Mr. Moore, you remember me telling you, sign me up. If nothing else, I'll be my own best customer. I ain't care if nobody book with me. $199, and I always wanted to go to Jamaica. But he said, there's more. So he showed me the blueprint. Now, how many of you all know another millionaire who earns $1 million that would show you the blueprint? Well, he showed me the blueprint, and everyone, in 2 years, I matched my government salary, which took me 11 years to make. In 3 years, $250,000, $25,000 a month. This small town girl from Athens, Alabama, I fired my boss, retired myself from corporate America, paid my daughter's way through college. Yeah, so she was debt. Also was able to change my zip code, moved to Atlanta, didn't sell my house in Alabama, bought another property in Atlanta. But not only that, I was able to help other people do the exact same thing, earn 6 figures on a part-time basis. Everybody put in the chat part-time, because we're not telling you to quit your job on tonight. We're showing you exactly how you can supplement your income in the largest industry in the world, where you got real estate on the internet. Thank you, Mr. Moore. Back to you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Miss Mayberry is on her way to the diamond ring. The diamond ring signifies earns over $500,000. And guys, guess what? We have representation of that on the line tonight as well. This young lady, she too is a founding director in our company out of Upland, California, flat out getting it done. $500,000 residually. Mrs. Desiree Benson, do I have you out there?
Yes, you have me out here, Mr. Moore. Can you hear me and see me okay?
I can hear you loud and clear, Desiree. You look great, ma'am. Thank you so much. Share with the people tonight, again, $500,000 residually, a little bit of your story.
Wow. Well, first of all, just hearing that is just overwhelming. And it's really, really surreal, because being on here, I'm like most of you probably who were told to go to school and get your degree so you could get that good job. And I did that according to what my mom taught me to do. But life happened. And I didn't have a plan B, right? And so the best time I want to let you all know to have a plan B is while your plan A is still working. See, I had to give up my career in corporate America after working a decade to become a stay-at-home mom to our youngest daughter who has special needs. And I hadn't planned for that. She was born normal, but had some adverse reactions to some routine medical treatment. And now 24 years later, here I am at home and bringing in no income the first 8 years. But my husband, who's sitting beside me here, my husband saved my life with this profession of network marketing, because the only way I was going to be able to earn a substantial income would be through leverage and residual income, network marketing, right? So I'm grateful, because back over 16 and a half years ago in another company, we met Mr. Donald Bradley, who you talked about, Mr. Moore, and he told us, if you follow my leadership, you'll make more money than you've ever made. And Mr. Moore, he also said that $59,000 that I was making and gave up in 1998, he said, one day, you know what, you won't even have to worry, because if you follow my leadership, one day your annual income is going to turn into your monthly income. Can I tell you, y'all, this right here, Planet Marketing, there is nothing like it. Not only have we been able to pay over $20,000 in credit card debt, but I was able to increase my credit score to 850. And last time I checked, that's the highest you could go. Back to you, Mr. Moore.
$500,000 of residual income on an annual basis. And not just so anybody's intelligence, but residual meaning doing something one time and it keeps going over and over again. The 100,000 that Kimon just talked about is going to follow him into 2023. The $250,000 Ms. Mayberry just talked about is going to follow her into 2023. The $500,000 that Desiree just is going to follow her into 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the fourth quarter on Saturday starts the fourth quarter of 2022. And this young lady I'm about to bring up now is a double diamond ring wearer, because we got every ring. We tested out the ring program for our entire organization: sapphire, ruby, diamond, double diamond, signify earnings of $83,333 per month. I'm pausing intentionally. $83,330 per month. Met this young lady online on Facebook. And I tell you guys, you never know who you're going to meet when you are open to opportunity. This young lady went on to become enrolled on my birthday, first of all, November 5th, 2016. Told me she's going to be my best birthday gift ever. Went on to earn well over $100,000 per month. I ain't counting her coins. But this young lady is a 6-star director as well. The number one income earner in planning and marketing right now. A millionaire, Mrs. Natalie Graham. Do I have you on the line tonight? Uh-oh, she might be in the back 40.
Need to make her co-host.
I'm here now. Can you hear me loud and clear?
There she is, Mrs. Natalie Graham. Yes, we can hear you loud and clear, ma'am. How you doing? Y'all made it home already?
Yes.
Big Ron must have been flying.
I always tell people, look, champions play hurt. I was under the weather today, but I had to make sure that I got there to help the people. And so I'm super excited about that, Mr. Moore.
Well, Natalie, again, just share some of your story. Again, a millionaire, let's just say almost 7 years later, a millionaire, Natalie Graham. I mean, and people see your glory, but they don't know your story. Do you mind, as we close out, sharing a little bit of your story with the guest that's on the line tonight?
I would be honored to, Mr. Moore. Thank you so much for this privilege and this honor. You guys, I was a mom at the age of 15. I had my son when I was 15. And just to fast forward, in my 20s, I got married at 21. And within that marriage, 21 through 29, I filed bankruptcy 3 times. I had foreclosure, car repossession, and a divorce. So I was now a single mom of 3 for a while. When I started this business, I was bringing home $2,200 a month for a household of 5 at the time. And just to let you know, when I started this business, I was also going through a custody battle that I did not know that I was going to be going through. I always have to let people know that, for people who always say, I'm busy and I got a lot going on and life is going on. I always want to tell them, don't you want life to go on? You want life to happen no matter what, right? That means that you're still here living and breathing, right? And so that $2,200 a month was nothing. My rent was $1,700, $1,200. My car was $500. That's $1,700, and I only had a little bit left, so I was pretty much broke. And so I did what a lot of people do. I decided to go to school, and everybody was cheering me on, saying, "Yay, Natalie's going to get her master's." But actually, I was going to get that financial aid check to help me pay my bills, and I was riding dirty. When I first started this business, I couldn't afford to get my car fixed. And in the state of Georgia, there's something called emissions. It's not everywhere, but that means if your service engine light is on, you're not going to pass the test, meaning that you can't get your tax for your car. My service engine light was on for a very long time, you guys. And I also went to apply for food stamps. They denied me. They said that I grossed too much. And so that's no longer my story. I'm so glad that this vehicle has allowed me, to be able to retire at the age of 33. It has also allowed me to help my son retire, help my husband retire, buy my mom her dream car, buy me a house, another house out of the country, another car, and all these great things, you guys. And those are all material things, and that's great. But I love the fact that people can see that I'm a real person, that I came from humble beginnings as well, and that if you just come in and put in the work and, you're assigned a success coach, you can get here too. I had no knowledge on this business when I started. I'm an introvert. And so, many people will make that as an excuse. But I made sure that I pushed past my pain, and it has allow me the level of success now. And so glad that I've been able to help many families. And that's the game that we're playing, y'all. We're all here to help you grow. So whatever it is that you desire, You are assigned a success coach that's going to marry your goals, and we're going to take you all the way to the top where we are. Thank you so much, Mr. Moore.
Indeed. Again, Ms. Natalie Graham, number one income earner in Planet Marketing, guys, $1 million, well over $1 million annually of residual income. And again, I'm not saying this for no other reason than it's true. Y'all, everybody you heard from tonight, you're going to be part of this organization. Again, 2 of the 3 millionaires are part of this organization. Future millionaires are part of this organization. You get a chance to be a part of this organization. Yo, that's a big deal, because it does matter who you align yourself with. So every single person, every guest that's on here tonight, get back with that person that invited you. Whoever it was that invited you to this team Zoom, they all going to be part. You're going to be part of us, our leadership team. You're going to have access to layers of leaders, not just the person that you're partnering with, but all of us. And we mean that sincerely. That's why we had this joint team Zoom last Tuesdays of each month, for the opportunity to share with people what's possible for them, to share with people what's likely if they decide to partner and go for it. Like Kimon Noble stated, guys, again, just making that decision. And again, you heard from some champions. You heard from Mr. Jamal Stevens. Again, whether it's travel or if it's building a team, you get to do both here. And that gentleman has done both. And everybody that you heard from tonight, guys, we're doing both. So I encourage you to do both. Now, to the guests, I know y'all saying, okay, well, how much is it? How much is it? $199.90. No. Not quarterly, not semi-annually, not every year. $199.90 one time. One time. Give me a dime. Let's call it $200. $200 one time investment. But yeah, you have access to the entire world of travel as a merchant and the ability to empower other people. $179.95 goes to Untitled Travel for your travel agency operating under their umbrella. They've already brokered all the deals, all those things we talked about. $19.95 goes to Planet Marketing, giving you the license to sell the Untitled Travel program. $199.90, that's how we came up with that price point, because everybody you heard from tonight, we took advantage of both. And we're no different than you. We just saw this before you did. Every business has overhead. $59.90 is your monthly operating costs. That's what, $60 a month? $2 a day? Your overhead? $19.95 for Planet Marketing, $39.95 for Untitled Travel. And can I tell you guys, because it's a home-based business, and get with your tax expert, but all of it's tax deductible. It's a business investment. It's your business expense. Shows the government you're in pursuit of a profit. In this last quarter of 2022, you need a home-based business, if nothing else. And why not own a home-based business in the largest, sexiest industry in the world? Because every single morning you feel a little extra sexy with some sand between your toes, don't you? Right? And a cool, refreshing drink. But yo, we make a living by living. And I'm going to share with you the 3 things that we do. We get paid and earn travel commissions when people book travel through us and or our own travel. We get paid to show other people how to do the exact same thing. Save money, make money, and travel. And number 3, we get Uncle Sam out of our pocket with a legitimate home-based business in the largest industry in the world. How do you lose with that? If you're looking for a complex formula, you're going to miss this. It's as simple as we just stated. So thank y'all again for your time tonight. I will do a quick Q&A session for the guests only. We'll do 3 minutes. Let's see what time it is. I'll get y'all out of here. Okay, 2 minutes. Any guests have any questions? And then I'm gonna tell you some numbers I want you to put in the chat. Any guests have any questions? And again, business partners, let's leave it open. Let's leave it open. Let's stay at the chat and let's leave it open for our guests to put their questions in the chat. So if you are a guest, feel free to type your question in the chat for me. You can slip your hand up if you want to. I think they'll acknowledge you and then we'll get your questions answered. Any guests have any questions? I know everybody like, I don't have any questions. Right.
Miss Lorraine May and then Anna.
Okay. Miss
Okay.
Lorraine.
Yes, good evening.
Great evening. How are you?
Fine, thanks. Suppose you'd like to join, but you don't want to be a part of the Planet Marketing. How does that happen? one because I'd love to join, but I don't want to be a part of any Planet Marketing.
Well, you can do that. Again, the person that invited you can enroll you as an Intelligent Travel Advisor only. But what I always share with people, know what you're saying no to. And the reason I say that, Ms. Lorraine, and not attempting to sway you, but to kind of put in perspective for you, the person that invited you, if you don't mind me asking, who was it?
Davia Morris.
Okay, so Miss Morris, right, thought about you, didn't want you to miss out. But if Miss Morris had that same mindset that I don't want to be a part of Planet, she couldn't even afford you the opportunity that you want to be a part of. So if she wasn't a rep, she couldn't even allow you the ability to be just a travel advisor. So my point is that would be somebody that you come across, you might already know them, but they're going to wonder and say, Lorraine, I would love to do what you do. And if you're not a Planet Marketing rep, you can't even allow them the blessing that you've been blessed with. So you'll be depriving someone of the very thing that you've been blessed with. That's why I always tell people, you don't have to focus on the Planet Marketing if that's not what you want to do, but do take advantage of the Planet Marketing because that's what afforded you the opportunity you have to even be a travel advisor. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to be part of that.
Yes, ma'am. Well, you don't have to. The person that invited you, Ms. Morris, will get you enrolled as a travel advisor only. And then anybody that you do meet that want to be a travel advisor, just send them to the person that referred you and let them enroll them as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes,
Thank you. Excellent. Excellent. All right. And you said Anna next.
Anna next.
Come on in, Anna. Let us know where you are and let us know who invited you. Luana, did you unmute Anna?
I did. It may have been an accident. So there is another person with hand up, Zesty Spice.
Okay, Anna said it won't let me put my hand down. Okay, gotcha, Anna. Zesty Spice. Let us know your name. Well, I don't know if that's your name, but let us know who you are and let us know where you're tuned in from and who invited you. Or was that a mistake too?
Mr. Moore, she did type in the chat. She said, have there been many people that start and give up after a month or not many people? I'm nervous but anxious to try. I'm hoping within a month I can make good money. I'm just scared of falling.
Wow, that's a
Scared
great
of failing. Mm-hmm.
That's a great question. That's Anna, right? Tanisha, that was from Anna.
Zesty Spice.
Zesty Spice. Okay. Well, Miss Spice. Well, the fact is, this is what I always tell people. And again, let your efforts match your expectations. And again, I get the question, but you can't really gauge by what some people do because they don't have the same drive, the same ambition, or the same desire that you might have. So you shouldn't really gauge your success based on someone else's. Because again, there's some people who quit in the first day. But here's what I learned. Quitters quit. That's what they do. And chances are they've quit something previously. Now, some people decide to change that and say, you know what? Why would I quit on myself? Those are people that persevere and go through their process. And we often talk about the process and your process. So I get it. You're a little fearful, but guess what? Here's what made me be rock solid. Because the company took away all of my fear, all of my risk, the skepticism I thought I could have had. They took that away with the guarantees. So Anna, just know, when you partner with the person that invited you, you do have 30 days to check everything out. So put forth the effort, let them help you. Because again, you're gonna have access to layers of leadership. Set a 30-day goal and watch you crush it. But you gotta believe you're gonna crush your goal. And we're here to help you. And we got tools, we got resources. Is it gonna be easy? No, nothing's easy. But if it's really something that you desire, I promise you it'll be worth it. Might not be easy, but it'll be worth it. And then the other piece I'll share with you, Anna, it's going to be simple. Not easy, but simple. And when you do the simple things consistently, they become habits. And successful people have successful habits. Unsuccessful people don't. So Anna, I'll say congratulations to you in advance. Take that leap of faith. That's what you heard Ms. Natalie Graham just say. Man, I knew nothing about the industry. You know, I had a why. I got started. And here it is, $1 million later in the last 7 years. So again, people quit. Don't be that person. All right, I saw a couple of other hands.
Yes, there's Jeremy Clark, and then I'll unmute Dane.
All right, Jeremy Clark.
Hello, nice to meet you, sir.
Likewise. Who invited you? Where you located?
Latisha Thompson. I'm
Okay.
currently in the UK. Currently in the hospitality industry.
Okay.
So yeah. So she was saying that this was a good opportunity for me.
Mhm.
But I would just like to know, all right, so if I invest, is it that I would get paid every time I book a client, or every time I tell someone about it?
Both, Jeremy. You're gonna get paid both in both instances. The powerful thing about the business model is you can't lose. That's why we talk about a proven success system. That's why we have guarantees in place. So it's totally up to you what you look to do. Again, you heard from Mr. Jamal Stevens earlier talking about the things that the suppliers helped him with. The same thing there in the United Kingdom. We do have suppliers specific for the UK. And we got people in the UK right now earning 6 figures, 7 figures. Nobody at 7 yet, but $500,000. We do have a $500,000 income earner over there in the UK doing the things we're talking about. So yes, you're going to earn commissions for vacations, they call it in the UK. Right? And a vacation is not just a week like in the US, it's a month, right? As you know, people travel like that. And so you earn commissions for that in British pounds, by the way. And when you do enroll someone or empower someone with the same opportunity, you get paid for that too. So you get paid for both, actually. That makes sense?
So, sorry. So the thing is that, it's a lot of scammer and everything around. How can I convince a customer or a friend to come in? Can I get a line that I could give them to speak to one of you personally, so that it would be better for me?
Jeremy, man, you own it. That's exactly what that means. Did you hear me say earlier, we'll assign you a success coach?
Yes.
That's that person. You will have access to somebody that's going to help you. We already got everything laid out. Only thing missing is you.
Okay.
And so we'll share your business on your behalf. Just like tonight, I'm entertaining the questions. Whoever invited you, they're not answering no questions. They're leveraging me. You follow me?
Yeah, because I have a boss. He go on vacation every month, and I'd like to get him on board in my investment. So that would be great. So I'd like for you to just, as I said before, after I join, I'd like to get someone to speak to him just to let him feel more comfortable and more convinced.
Absolutely. And again, the person that invited you, they're going to get you squared away with that. They'll set all that up. But again, whoever your first line director, whoever, they're going to get all that squared away for you. That's exactly what happened. So thank you for being on, man. I know it's early in the morning over there. You up late.
Yeah. I've been waiting for so long. I work in the morning, but thank you so much.
That's commitment, Jeremy. Seriously. And I appreciate that, man. That's a big deal.
For sure. Thank you, man.
Wow. And we got people here in the US fell asleep at 9 o'clock, couldn't stay up. Jeremy up here at 0:30 in the morning, he got to be at work in the morning. But that's what I talk about, y'all. We say there's always somebody somewhere who really wants to win. That's what that looks like. This gentleman said, I stayed up. It's 4 in the morning. It's 4 in the morning in the UK. This guy's up on a Zoom getting some information, saying, okay, it's an opportunity for me. Those people win. So I commend Jeremy again, y'all. That's a big deal. Whoever invited him, make sure we get this brother squared away, for real. All right, Dane Barrett, and then that'll be the last question. We'll wrap up, get y'all out of here.
Hello, good night.
Well, good night, Dane. How are you? Dane.
Yes. Pleasant good night. I've been watching your presentation, and it's very lovely. And I would like to introduce myself. I'm from Jamaica, and Nikki Graham has invited me to this organization. However, I'm trying to find out some more information according to this, and However, I am interested, but I would like to know, like, when this business was established, like, when was it started?
Yes. Well, Planet Marketing started October 26th of 2015, the marketing company. Our travel partner, Untitled Travel, started 30 years ago. So it's been around for quite a while. And Planet Marketing, again, we leveraged that 30-year relationship. And because of the relationship over the last 7 years, we brought Untitled Travel from, let's just say, I'll say 1,000 agents to over 74,000 because of the relationship and partnership.
Okay.
And both companies are debt free, by the way. So you're talking two debt free companies that partnered to say, let's help some people.
Wonderful. Okay, well, I am looking forward to succeed and to stay successful in this business. So, yeah.
Okay. Then get back with the person that invited you, and they'll get you set up. And again, just remain coachable, remain teachable, and let us help you. You're gonna have access to layers of leadership, and they'll introduce you to your first line director, and that's where you'll start. So definitely get back with that person that invited you, and they'll get you up and running. And I promise you, Jamaica is on fire right now. They're doing some big things in Jamaica, so you get a chance to be a part of that movement. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Again, very powerful joint team overview tonight. Again, as always, over 1,000 people is locked out. So again, y'all, the last Tuesday of each month, we're going to be doing this again collectively because we want to do our part to help, continue to help. We know there's plenty of tools out there and resources, but guys, ladies, again, we serious about this. And so I figured every month we're going to take time to do a joint team Zoom opportunity overview for your guests, just a quick verbal, because chances are they have seen something already. If they haven't, you want to make sure you're doing your part, make sure they have seen something if possible, and then get them on this Zoom, y'all. And of course, every week you can have your guests on the team Zoom to see the culture and the environment, to hear some of the testimonials from promotions and all those things. But when you invite them to the team Zoom, let them know they're not going to see the opportunity video or anything of that nature. You want them to be part of the culture. So that's the difference. Last Tuesday of each month, business overview. All the other Tuesdays, man, I want you to see this winning culture. I want you to hear some testimonials. I want you to be part of our coaching session, our mastermind session, things we're doing to move forward. Let them be a part of that. Get them inoculated and indoctrinated into this winning culture and winning environment. And again, I salute every single one of you. I thank you for all that you do, y'all. We are going into momentum. And thank you again, Mr. Stevens, again, for your testimony, sir. Very powerful. Mr. Noble, Ms. Mayberry, Mrs. Benson, and Mrs. Natalie Graham, again, for your testimonies tonight. And to the team for leveraging, as always, thank you. We are here for you, and we're in this thing together. So, and to the guests, thank you for being on tonight. Thank you for accepting the invitation. Get back with the person that invited you immediately, right now. Call them. I know it's late. Call them. Mr. Moore told me to call you and get started. Call the person who invited you and get your questions answered, but then definitely get started and partner with them tonight. All right, y'all. Well, that's it. Y'all be great. We'll be right back here next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. All right. I appreciate y'all. And I love you. There's nothing y'all can do about it, but love me back. Y'all be great. Thanks, LaWanda, again, for every week hosting the team Zoom and all the co-hosts behind the scenes. Thank y'all.
Pleasure to serve, Mr. Moore.
That's fine.